His YouTube channel is going gangbusters, getting a lot of attention because he's willing to put his gut on the line. YouTube.com/that'srank. Ottawa resident foodie Chris Fothergill-Brown. Welcome back to the Milkman Show for a Monday. What are we talking about today?
I'm excited, and I'm going to preemptively warn you that this might be the single most passionate thing I've ever discussed on your show, John, because it's going to combine a few of my favorite things today.
Okay.
So a few weeks ago, you and I sat back. We had an interesting discussion of concession foods from around the NHL.
Right.
However, as you might be aware, hockey's a bit of a small-time player in the weird food industry, and the heaviest hitter of them all is actually Major League Baseball.
Funny, my mind went right to NFL, but you're right. Now that I think about it, baseball makes more sense.
Baseball's the place for weird foods to get the tryouts. They do it a ton around the minor leagues, but as well, it has now hit the majors. And when we last spoke, baseball was actually engaged in a lockout, and we had no idea if the season was actually going to come. And of course, that meant we weren't going to hear about any of the fun new foods. Well, The good news is that's since been resolved. The season started on Thursday, and oh my God, you would not believe the kinds of stuff that has been rolled out for this season.
All right, lay it on me.
I'm going to start with the Kansas City Royals, and I'm going to preface this in saying that Kansas City might be my favorite city in the entire United States.
Ribs.
Oh my God. When I visited there, I felt completely at home. So, I'm a barbecue guy. You called it right out. Kansas City's at the center of it all. There's over 100 barbecue restaurants in the city alone, and they're the place to be if you're looking for authentic brisket burnt ends. They're the very best barbecue in my life. And it came out of, and I swear to God, John, this is true. It came out of a gas station called Oklahoma Joe's in Kansas City. Go figure, a gas station serving up the best barbecue I've ever had, but man, do they know what they're doing.
You just never know, right?
Yeah. And on top of that, the city's got the most amazing baseball history as well. They're the centerpiece of the famed Negro Leagues. Kansas City is the antithesis to segregation. It's a beautiful melting pot of humanity. And when I got to visit the museum there, I got legitimately emotional in reading the stories about the beautiful spirit of the players and the very real ugliness and they encountered for daring to be humans who just wanted to play baseball.
The nerve. Yeah.
And it's right next door to the American Jazz Museum, which is also worth a visit while you're there. Like, I felt completely at home and at peace when I visited Kansas City.
Right on.
Now that I've gone
which Donald Trump is not in the great state of Kansas, just so you know.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, he listed, congratulations, Kansas, on your Super Bowl title. That's right. I will say Kansas City's a half and half. That half the city is actually in Kansas, but that's more the Olaf section of it. But anyway, I've gone completely off track and given a verbal love letter to Kansas City.
That's my fault. I'm sorry.
That's okay. They've taken it a step further and are now right after my bizarre food-loving heart. You'll be pleased to know, John, that the Royals now offer a pulled pork sandwich. Crazy, right, John? Crazy.
I first discovered pulled pork at a Red Black. Actually, it was a Renegades game, but in the CFL. I had never tried one before until then. So, yeah, I associate that with sports. That's perfect.
Well, this pulled pork's unlike one that you've ever had in your life. Come on, a pulled pork isn't so crazy I'd be spending a amount of time talking about it here. They have the barbecue Reese's sandwich. What? It consists of pulled pork, Sweet Baby Ray's, bacon bits, and Reese's peanut butter cups inside of a white hamburger bun.
Why?
Yeah, well, it's part of Aramac Sports Entertainment Division, and that's paired with 9 other teams with their own unique creations, and that's the one that leapt off the page for me. And you know what? I'd do it. So
I know you would.
A few years ago, the Works.
Why you're here, Chris?
The Works did it here in Ottawa, which is a Reese's peanut butter cup burger, and I did try it. And this is long before I had a YouTube page. It was actually the very last thing that I ate before I began a year-long weight loss journey where I gave up junk food completely for the year. So that was the last thing that I downed before I started that journey. And John, the sweet and salty peanut butter actually goes really well with the meat, and it doesn't sound right in theory, but it pairs very nicely. And
no, I can see the peanut butter part pairing nicely with the meat. It's the chocolate aspect of it.
It's, you know what, it comes off as so mild that I'm willing to bet that the pulled pork is actually really great. Everyone who's had it is raving about it from the reviews that I've seen so far. I'll quickly go over a few others. The Mets are offering a chicken and waffles dish at their stadium this year. That's a Southern soul food classic that I absolutely love. Colorado has their Elvis shake, which is creme de banane, soft serve ice cream, peanut butter sauce, Cracker Jacks, and candied bacon. The Astros are offering their La Piña dog, which is a hot dog topped with smoked pineapple, candied jalapenos, and a teriyaki glaze. And it sounds very, very close to something I had when I visited the Detroit Tigers about 5 years ago. And that was really good when I had that there.
Man, I thought the pineapple debate on pizza was weird. Does pineapple go on a hot dog? Oh, we got to put that up on Facebook and see what people say.
It's going to get ugly, but it's pineapple with pork, which is the same as the pizza. So if it's good for one, it's good for the other. But the last call out that I'll make is the Pittsburgh Pirates, who are offering a Berg Katsu, which features cucumber kimchi, mini pierogies, fried ham, and a hoisin aioli on a toasted roll. I love the addition of the pierogies because it plays right into Pittsburgh. I actually bought a bunch of stuffed pierogi plushies for my wife when we visited the Pirates on our 5-year wedding anniversary. She's Polish. And I thought, what's more romantic than a set of baseball-themed stuffed pierogies on our anniversary? Baseball fever, John. Can you taste it?
Isn't it romantic? Wow.
I love baseball food.
All right. Time for a tour of the Major League Baseball stadiums just to try the foods. Chris Fothergill-Brown always bringing the most interesting food facts to your ears. Here for you 5 days a week on the Milkman Show. And, of course, he uploads just a ton of content to his amazing YouTube channel, youtube.com/that'srank.